Wow, wait, would you look at that? A new episode of the amazing digital circus. I can't wait for wacky and fun new event. Dude, it's Scratch! Oh my god! Ooh la la.
Where's King?
Ah, shit.
Wait!
Disclaimer, this video is going to contain a lot of spoilers. And I am no theorist, so whatever just comes out of my mouth, sometimes I don't think, so yeah. Here we finally get to see Queenie's interaction with Kinger and the fact that they remembered each other, but they don't remember their name! Oh my god!
Wait.
The hard card from what I'm assuming, Kinger making a promise to Queenie and then just him seeing her getting abstracted.
And golly, we're...
So I would think this is Queenie and they were the last of the last humans and now Kingers is alone for a very long time. We know that Kinger's madness is driven by a lot of things, and one of the things we finally see it, like quite literally, that he has not had a human interaction in so long. So long to the fact that he forgot his own circus name. He forgot his name was Kinger.
Looks like you got a new buddy after all, Kinger!
Kinger.
Also, this part, Ragatha. Clearly Ragatha, before she became Ragatha, she was with her friends.
Oh, guys?
We know that in order for you to even get stuck in a digital circus, you have to put on the headset. If, let's say, you and your friend, or just me and my friends, would go to like a really sketchy like building and then we saw the VR headset and we're like, yo, what the heck is that? Let me just put this on my head. There would be no way that I just fell unconscious and my friend would not do anything. If they do, then I think they wanted to kill. But the thing is, a normal sane friend would just help you. My physical body should not vanish, but this indicates that the circus actually takes a copy of your subconscious and not you yourself. But your subconscious is another version of you, so it's still emotions and feelings and all those thingy-mabobs.
Right.
So this episode just proved that it's just a bunch of copy of real humans that maybe are living their life. This begs the question, if they do escape, then they cannot escape to anything because they have no physical body to go through. So would they just die or would they just be deleted? Like, oh my gosh. So let's say you as Ragatha, you just sat there and then your friend helped you. And then you would just go about your day like, oh, that was some creepy. While in the digital circus, there is a soft copy of you that cannot go back to the real world, but that is the only place it knows. As of right now, we know that Jack pushed the quote-unquote wrong button, and Zoombl is trying to blame it all on him because understandably they are upset.
To say that sentence like you didn't try to keep us all trapped here forever.
Jack is trying to act all nonchalant when this is eating him up inside as well.
He's right, though.
Gangle being the voice of reason.
I think what we need to do now is to just be there for each other.
Zoombl has dreams. All of them do. Or at least the will to live in the real world. That being taken away from someone and for you to just be stuck here. But let's say they do get into the real world. What then? Will they just forget about all this? Will they just go about their life like nothing happened? Again, from the previous theory, how is that possible when they're just copies of themselves?
I wanted to be able to leave my mark somewhere in the world.
Okay, putting the previous theory aside, let's say they are not a copy of themselves and they will get back to the real world. What then? Some of them are here for ages. For example, Kinger. Is his physical body still there? Will he just not live anymore? Most of them are here for a long time, for decades on end. The best option for them is just to give up on the fact to escape. There is no way to escape, and even if they do have a way to escape, there is no 100% that they will go back to their old lives. Zoombl said, you're still one of us. Bro is trying to act all nonchalant, like, come on, man. Jack is scared, rightfully so. He is scared of the real world and he is scared here. He has lost so many loved ones, and there is even indication that he has lost loved one in the real world. And here, he doesn't want to be vulnerable, not with them, because he knows the second he gets attached, he's going to lose them.
I don't understand, Bubble.
Wow, we in AI not understanding human beings' emotion. What a surprise! Cain was made with a purpose to make humans' life much more easier, much more accessible. Basically, that is what we see nowadays with AI. AI is especially taking people's job in the art community or just art industry. As an art student myself, you see the world is changing with AI, but it's leaning for the worst rather than the good. Cain was basically fed with entertainment because that is what he was programmed to do. But for AI to think artistically, it's hard. Art has been here since the dawn of day. So for Cain to understand that, it's not, because you have to have human emotions. The chemicals in your brain needs to work. We quite literally see Cain crashing out, not understanding human emotion. He tried and tried again with wacky new adventures, entertain them, but they want something else. As an artificial intelligence with no comprehension of human emotion, he thinks it's just a whole puzzle he needs to decipher again, because that is what he was programmed to do. He's like, you know what? Think creatively. This is how you think creatively. While a human being and an AI think creatively in a different way. Cain uses formats. Cain uses puzzle. A human just thinks, and it has meaning behind it, or it doesn't have to have meaning behind it. Cain does. That's why he doesn't understand. He gave everything to them, yet they want something else? We also see Bubbles pushing him to the edge. This could indicate that Bubble is another AI, or it's just Cain self-consciously having human emotion but doesn't know how to handle it. So he just thinks he's God.
Don't they know what I'm capable of?
Cain is acting like a child. Like a child, as if they ask their parents, "Hey mom, can I have a pony?" And mom says, "No, what the heck?" Throwing a full-on tantrum, knowing he can do whatever he wants with them, so he just tortures them, quite literally tortures them. Cain full-on has a music number saying he's the villain and he can do whatever he wants, and you guys should just be grateful because he is the only thing that is feeding them. Not feeding in quite literal, but just he is the only thing that can help them be sane. They don't have a choice, so they went with it. They tried to run away from Cain. They tried to just have some peace and quiet. Cain still tortures them endlessly. Pomni puts a bucket on Kinger's head in order for him to be sane again, so they can ask him questions, since he is the oldest here. We know that from previous episodes, or at least episode 7, that Kinger was one of the programmers for Cain. It wasn't a game developing company, but more just an AI company. An AI company trying to change the world without knowing what could come out of Cain. From the way Kinger is describing it, he didn't know Cain was going to be like this, but there was one person who might have a clue. His name was Scratch, but thus he got abstracted. Kinger said no one spoke Scratch's language, or is it because of the tumor in his head? Nonetheless, that begs the question, if Scratch was dying in the real world, maybe this was a way for him to run away, for him to just live longer. But in the end, he also got abstracted. Now this is getting depressing. Okay, let's speed run some of the episodes. Pomni said, you know what, like Cain is going crazy berserk, can we like tame him or like just make him not be like this? Kinger said he might have a way, but he needs a computer. They're all like, what, where, huh? But basically Kinger explains that even though Cain is the quote-unquote person or like the god that can conjure anything here because this is his world, they can as well, since they are not real physical humans. It's as if you ask an AI to play a game, but you can also play the game. There is a high chance that the AI is going to win because it's programmed to win. But you can still win. You can't just not try. It's basically what Kinger is saying. Pomni has an idea back to episode 1 where she thinks of an exit, like really thinks of an exit, and it comes out. And that is when the company's lab is. Not lab. Office. Office is the word. Also, here's a clip of Jack crashing out.
This is real.
You better believe it's real, homeboy. Pomni gives the computer to Kinger to do his work, and the others are trying to distract Cain. Cain, being a very developed AI intelligence rather than a few decades ago, he asks, "Where's King?"
I'm just gonna check up on.
Oh, I know we poop our pants when he said that. Pomni had the brilliant idea, rather than licking Kane's shoe, they would just make him more mad, so his focus would be on them. And they got tortured, not just physically, mentally tortured. Pomni is being hunted by Gummy Goo, and the way Gummy Goo is portrayed is so not Gummy Goo, making her doubt her ability in trusting people. And basically Kane is saying, you cannot trust nobody. Ragtha on a table with her family and mom, her abusive mom, making her remember what her mom put her through. While my boy King are out here coding and stuff, that's what's up. We see Gangel's emotional and mental state being beyond what we've ever seen to, and getting hit by a truck. Transition to Zumbo not being able to look at themselves and having body dysmorphia. The mirror cut to Jack's hand, not wanting to be vulnerable, not wanting to be laughed at. The second he spills just a little bit of his vulnerability, he quite literally gets stripped naked with that. Kane has lost his absolute martyr. Kenya is trying his best without realizing he deleted Kane.
I accidentally killed Kane.
Holy shit.
They can curse now. They might remember who they were. There is no filter whatsoever anymore because there's no Kane.